Hey everyone, welcome to a bit of The Witcher 3 and an update video for us for June. I'm currently out of school now because it's summer, hooray, and I'm not doing summer school this year because the only reason I did it last year was to make it easier for me to get in the fall. So thankfully I've got a bunch of time off right now. Unfortunately, unfortunately it doesn't seem actually to be helping a whole lot. I've been super busy still because I'm now just working full time, so the time that I was planning on using is still not a whole lot. I'm currently playing the DLC. What is it? It's called Blood and Wine. I'm in Toussaint. I said that horribly. I know French. I don't know why I said it so strangely. Toussaint. So I'm going to have to turn the volume down on my headset because this is fucking loud. I didn't realize it was so loud. It's not... Normally games are all kind of different volumes on the headset that I have. It depends on them, so... Okay, this little fire basket's in my way. Are you kidding me? So this is the first time I've dealt with two of these things, and they're fucking me up. These are arch spores. Did you just disappear again? I really need to fucking get out of here. I think these little, like, flower things they have just explode. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm currently working on more videos and stuff, but it's... Oh, it's my horse just hanging out there. I didn't realize he was even here still. You know, man, just, you know... Fuck you, dude. Ugh. Can I just shoot you with my crossbow? I'm shooting your shit that's in the way. Okay, so anyway, this is the Iron and Wine DLC. I keep saying Iron and Wine because it's a fucking band. This is the Blood and Wine DLC. I'm trying, hopefully, to not spoil anything for those of you who may not have played this game for whatever reason. This game's been shitting on my shelf for quite some time.
A lot of it.
Oh, can I zoom in? Interesting.
Ground
no, that's okay.
A lot of it.
I'm currently trying to clean up someone's vineyard, so they can buy a larger vineyard.
Itself didn't kill him. Bled to death afterwards.
So one of the things whoa, I didn't expect inventory actually. One of the things that we're going to be talking about today is we are trying to set up our PayPal and Patreon still, because clearly YouTube no longer wants to give money to people who have smaller channels. They're just kind of done with that. Unless you have, you know, like 10,000 or 1,000 subscribers and like 10,000 views every month. It's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, so I've basically given up on making anything off of YouTube. I mean, that was never really the goal initially, but it certainly was something that that was a small incentive. It would have been cool to, you know, like make enough money to buy a game or whatever every now and then, but I don't think that's ever going to happen now. So we'll probably be putting some stuff up on Patreon and PayPal, however that works. I don't know. I haven't looked into it too deeply yet. Okay. I guess I'm going to a different location. I don't know where I'm actually traveling right now. I don't know where that area is. That's telling me to search.
Go.
Because I don't have a marker anymore. The only marker is the actual mission stuff. I probably could find it, and I probably should, because otherwise it's gonna just, like, fuck me up. I don't know why I just made horsey noises to stop the horsey.
It says Great White Terror on the contract. Could be the same damn beast as in the notice, though. Come on.
So, yeah, I've been waiting to play this game for quite some time. I'll try to not do any, like, spoilery quests. This one doesn't really have a whole much going on other than me fighting stuff. So, yeah, we're going to try to set up PayPal and Patreon. A nice update is that we both Tyler and I now have PlayStation 4s and Nintendo Switches. I got one for Christmas. That was cool. It currently lives at Ashley's house, though, because I've got enough stuff to play already, and I already got and beat Mario Odyssey and Zelda. So, it's below me? Oh. It's gonna kill me if I fall down there? Probably. I don't know. Okay. Oh. Interesting. So yeah, fire's great, and then you just kind of hang out until a bout goes out. So far for this game, I really enjoy the combat. It's excellent. Whoa, what's happening? Are we just... Oh, I guess just the person in distress, maybe? Yeah, okay.
I ventured north in search of herbs for a new flavored wine. When suddenly...
Why'd you go alone?
It's over.
And why are you still screaming?
The dealers kidnapped me.
Bung dealers?
Of collecting a ransom, I'm sure. But with Master Liam's troubles, he never could have paid them. Ah, but I'm free and safe, thanks to you. Should you need any herbs, I've a hearty stock at the Coronata. Will you walk me there?
I mean, I hope it's not super far away.
Right behind you.
Or am I just, like, fast traveling there? Because that would be nice. Okay.
Here we are, once again. I thank you for the rescue. Wish to look over my stock?
Thanks for helping me. Now pay me
Master Liam
and buy
doesn't
stuff.
seem a diligent proprietor.
He tries as best he can. It's not his fault our vineyard suffered plague upon plague.
Plagues? What kind?
Well, the enormous yellow man-eating sun juice, for instance. You cannot set foot into the brush for fear of coming out a head shorter.
I mean, the archspore things? Is that what it
Show
meant?
me what you got.
Show me what you got. Anything useful? I've, for those of you that know this game, I've already crafted essentially every potion that I could in the game. So I really have no use for more ingredients. That's the nice thing about this game, is that you don't have to constantly craft potions. Compared to Witcher 2, you actually, you craft the recipe once, and it essentially is in your inventory forever, but you can run out of it. You just have to meditate for like an hour. Like I used all those, the Superior Swallow down in the bottom left corner of the screen there. But if I sit here and meditate for 1 hour, it uses some sort of alcohol that you have in your inventory, and boom, I've got 5 again, which is great. I really like that you just have to do it kind of once. You don't have to fuck around and constantly get more herbs, and you're not out there doing that. Instead, you're actually out exploring and doing stuff. I think I've seen this guy's shit already.
Good luck on the path.
The combat for this game is great. There's sometimes where it's a little like, I don't know, sometimes I'll get stuck in a corner or whatever, like, that's just happens with fucking games and combat. And jump, please. Thank you. The horse riding in this game is pretty hilarious sometimes, because you can just make the horse do stuff it doesn't want to. Oop. Ow. I should probably be using Quen. I rarely ever do, but it protects you from poison sometimes. Okay, so this is you just, like... You just come out of these things. There's more than on you, I think, too. Yeah, combat's great. The story for this game is okay. It's, I mean, to me, it wasn't really amazing. It wasn't super surprising either. I wanted to get on that lady. Ow. There we go. I'm wondering what it is that he's like sucking out of the ground there. You're so far away. So, exploration, also really good. There's always a lot to do. Like, this is the DLC, and it's its own area. So, essentially, you can see in the bottom right that there's a huge section here. Of course, I can only go kind of like within this little square here. You can kind of go to the outer areas, but essentially once you hit like those cloudy fogged areas, it's just, that is the edge of the world. But of course, this is one of like, what, 6 places? 2, 4, 5 major places and 1 smaller place. And this is one of the DLC packs. The other one is takes place in one of these areas. It just like in a part of the map that wasn't extremely used before. But as you can see, there's tons of stuff to do. The fast travel in this game is much better than it was in number 2. The inventory system, also much better. It's still a little slow, as you can see. It kind of takes a little while to load each different tab. Sometimes they're better than others. The pages themselves... Have I not read this? I don't know what I was about to say. Anyway, the storage for like your weapons, like you have like a safe that you can put all your stuff in, sort of, essentially just a big chest. And
Archaspores will sprout again. Should destroy the area if I want to get rid of them for good.
Bomb, or I mean, I feel like I could just set it on fire, but cool. Yeah, so essentially I now have to go do another quest for a different person in order to give this kind of like the best outcome that we can have. Of course, this person's stuff is super far away. Is there anything a little bit closer? Who the fuck was that dude? Just chasing me down? Oh yeah, it's on like the other side of the map. Sort of. Anyway, I guess I can ride over there. Did you need something?
I thank you for the rescue. You're one fine fellow.
Okay, did you just run over here to tell me that, or like... Okay. So yeah, so the DLC does add quite a bit to the game. I do feel that it's worth it, but I got the Game of the Year edition, so I had like the game plus a whole bunch of stuff. Horsies don't like to auto-jump over walls. Sort of annoying, but whatever. My biggest issue with this game is due to some sort of, like, internet connection thing with the saves. If you lose connection to the internet, you won't know until you try to save. And you'll go into your little, like, save thing here, and it'll just be like, oh, you actually you can't save right now. And just be like, oh, okay. And then if you try to, like, I've discovered the way to figure out whether or not that's happening is to go to the load menu. Because the load menu will just straight up freeze the whole game, if that's the case, if it's just not allowing you to save. And that means that you lose however much progress before, like, the most previous autosave. So that is my number one issue with this game, is that if your internet connection is spotty, like mine has been lately since my router's been moved, or just sometimes with a random disconnect, it can literally just remove hours from your game. So it's kind of a big issue. I don't know what the deal is, because normally saves are done and then uploaded to a cloud state later. Like, not always immediately. I don't know what the deal is. That's the number one thing I have with this game, and that's technical. That's not like the gameplay. The game is fine. Another sort of technical thing that I have is the lag on the menu screens, like I showed earlier. The other big issue I have personally, again, is more of a personal thing. Most people probably won't really care about it. Is that a lot of the achievements in this game are actually bugged, which really gets under my skin. As someone who's played Xbox games for a long time, I honest to God had hoped that was fucking over when the 360 was at like the end of its life cycle, but apparently it is not. So like, I finished the game, and of course there's an achievement for finishing the game, but I didn't get the achievement for finishing the game, even though I finished the game. So I had to reload a save, and go back to just before the, like, final ending scene of the game, and just played it out again, and it gave it to me the second time, so thank God I had that save. I have to play the whole fucking game again.
Interesting. The key. This node plus what I found like this.
Sometimes he talks two different lines at the same time.
To find the spot the letter mentions. Bet I'll find something mighty interesting. Looks like whatever door this key opens.
Yeah, so 3 things at a time. That's my biggest issue is just the, like, the saving, the loading, the achievements. I think that's it. There's also weird run cycles, like, it's not as obvious on Geralt, it's more obvious on Ciri when you're playing parts of her from the early story. Like, Geralt's running style kind of looks okay. Witcher 2's running style was god-awful. It was just fucking weird. But Ciri in this game takes really tiny steps. I don't know why, comparatively to everyone else in the game. I thought I had more to do. Yeah, I do. Okay. So I need to finish these other... okay, so I did get the extra thing there. I need to finish these other steps here. So, like, one of the achievements that's currently bugged for me is actually to do with this DLC. So, like, here's the one with the... where is it? The one with the actual game ending should actually be, like, 2 levels below this, or 2 achievements below this, because like it's like, oh, here's the final boss, and, like, also you unlock the ending way later. There's one in here as well where it's like, oh, come to Toussaint, but for some reason I haven't unlocked that either. Here it is. Yeah, I'm literally here, but it's just like, no, didn't work. Although apparently you can just do that from the main menu. You can start, like, a character in the DLC. You don't have to play through the whole game just to play the DLC, which is sort of nice, I guess, if you've already played the game, but it's not going to be like, you know, your own customized character and shit. As usual, I've rambled for too long and not been paying full attention to the time, so I'm almost out of time here. Tyler is currently working on stuff. I know if you've been paying attention, he's been actually releasing videos lately, which is cool. Unfortunately, our schedules just don't line up quite as much as they used to, so we're not able to record as much as we did. And last time I tried, which was a couple weeks ago, there were people literally hammering on my wall from outside doing, like, work on the units that I live in, so didn't get to do anything on that day, unfortunately. It was almost a complete waste of my time, taking the day off from work, but whatever. I did some of my other stuff that I need to do. Do you need help or something? You waving at me? I don't know. Just fucking waving at someone? Okay.
Faster.
So yeah, so Tyler is currently working on stuff. He will continue putting videos out as he has, just not as frequent as I am, which is fine. I don't care. I've just, like, this is kind of my hobby right now, and I'm not as much as I am busy, I don't seem to be quite as busy as he is. I'd like to go over the fences. It's another thing that bugs me in combat. You can't really vault fences and stuff for whatever reason, so... Did I have the wrong sword out? I don't know if I need to explain this game to anyone, but why was that the thing I attacked? What the fuck, man? Witchers have 2 swords. One is silver, one is just steel. Steel you use for regular people, silver you use for creatures, because creatures usually have problems with silver swords. Like vampires and werewolves and shit. The other thing I was going to say is I might be changing up the way I release videos, in the sense that I'm not going to be releasing things, like, all in a row. So like I did Final Fantasy, which is done now, if you haven't been watching or following that. Not a lot of people have, that's fine, whatever. I wanted to play through the whole game, it's there if someone wants to check it out. But, like, I won't be releasing all those episodes just week after week. I'll probably go 1 or 2 of something one week and 1 or 2 of something else the next week. It depends on what I have recorded and what I feel like doing, because if I get bored playing a game then it's just going to be boring commentary, and it's not going to be fun for anyone. 3 more problems to go here. So I think that'll be one of the most notable changes in the near future. When I do have the PayPal stuff ready, I'll probably release another small update video just to like let you guys know that that's a thing, because unless I actually advertise it, it won't be done. All right, fucking over, son. All right, over, dude. See you later. I think I was just over here recently, actually. You can dive and stuff. It's kind of cool. Everything in this game looks very nice, which is not necessarily an important thing to me, but it is always a bonus. It's cool that things look good. As long as you paid attention to the actual story and gameplay of your game, the visuals can come somewhere after that. I think that's all I've got to say on this game. It's great. I've really been enjoying it. This is what I've been playing through in my own time, but like I've said, I've been kind of busy, so I had to choose, like, what I want to record, and I wanted to play this game, and I wanted to do an update video, so I figured why the fuck not do both. Yeah, it's a good game. I definitely recommend this game to you if you like RPGs, although it's not really a classic RPG. There's not a ton of character, like, skill building. There is a little bit, but it's not as in-depth as some other games. Like, I know there's a lot here, there are different tabs of different things, but I feel like something like Final Fantasy 15 would have way more stuff in it for character building, but that's because that's the kind of game it is. This one's a little less technical, although it can be as technical as you want it to be. There's a lot of stuff you can do with your weapons and character customization. I think I've covered everything here. I'm going to be back in school in the fall again, so I'm just trying to get a bunch of videos stacked up for then. Tyler, you'll see his videos every now and then, which is great. I'm glad to have help with things. That's actually something right there that I'm looking at and pointing at that you can't see that's bugging me. The like center left of the screen there right now, you'll see one of my swords is red. That's my silver sword. It's got like the little forks on it, whereas the steel sword has just a regular hilt on it. It's called it's a foil. That's what it's called. Although a foil, I think, might be slightly different. The silver sword is always on the right, but I guess that armor there is reversed as well. So essentially, I'm just looking at like reversed a mirror image of myself. Like, it would make more sense if it was like this, but it's associated with the right control on the D-pad. I don't know. It sort of bugged me, but it's not actually important. Oh. Oh, okay. My PS3 has turned on to auto update, so I can't see my screen right now. Yeah, so I've got an actual HDMI switcher now, which is cool. It's very helpful with managing all of my different fucking HDMI input shit. Down here, I can repair my equipment somewhere in here. Fuck it. I don't need 90, but why not? Nope, don't put the sword away. I didn't realize I took it out already. Why? Don't attack those things, man. Good lord. I don't usually use the potions in this game that much, although I really should, because I have been using them a little bit more lately, and they're really useful. Oops. Really? Couldn't hit you like one more time to kill you? Okay, the final thing I guess to mention is that E3 is this week when this video is coming out, I believe. It'll be about this time. I think it'll be like, the first day I think is the Monday before this video will come out. The only real predictions I have is that we're going to have the usual Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, and Battlefield whatever. I saw there's Fallout 79, there's the new Pokemon from Nintendo, what the fuck, Nintendo, for the Switch that's coming, that's integrated with Pokemon Go as well, which I don't know how I feel about that. As much as I'm a Pokemon Go player, it just seems weird. I expect to see a bit more in Final Fantasy VII. I expect to see more Last of Us 2. I'm really hoping for more of the new Metroid game that that Nintendo's working on. That would be awesome. That's one of the reasons that I wanted to Switch, other than Zelda, which Zelda was a slight disappointment to me, but it was still fun. I'd really love a new Pikmin game, although I don't really see that happening anytime soon. I'd love to see a Sleeping Dogs 2, but I'm pretty sure that will never happen. Animal Crossing, I think there might be something to do with that soon. What are you?
What now?
You're a troll. Can't seem to hit him from behind, I guess. Find where it works best on these guys. It just knocks their arms away. They're pretty slow, so as long as you just stay away from their... As long as you stay away from their attacks, you should be okay. And I was promised treasure? Just this dead dude? Lots of money. I don't usually read stuff, it'll give you an update if you actually just read it and then close it, if it's important information. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I've got to say for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this slightly longer than I'd hoped update video. But, yeah. I'm looking forward to E3. Hopefully there'll be some cool stuff. There's always cool stuff. I actually expect to see something from EA just being like, oh, we did a bad thing with Battlefield or Battlefront 2, but don't worry, we heard you and we'll figure it out next time. No, you won't. Anyway, I have slightly a little less faith in them just because they do the same thing every time and nothing changes. Are there people in here? Is that it? Okay. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this little brief look into Witcher 3. There is a lot going on here. Definitely recommend this game to you guys. I've been playing it for hours. I'm almost done, but still a little ways to go.
The scallywags sought to demolish our herb garden, you see. I thought, I shall take a hammer, scare the rabble off, but to my great chagrin, there were too many and I failed. There's no use crying over spilt wine.
Dude, you're kind of old, I mean,
Come with me to Vermentino.
I don't feel bad.
Patch up your armor or pound the anvil to fulfill some other need you might have.
Alright, well, thanks for joining me, guys. And I will see you guys sometime soon with whatever I'm starting next. Maybe Recore, maybe Song of the Deep, I don't know. But it'll be whatever I feel like at the time and whatever I have ready. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.